Good to see you again, man.
Of course, man, always with the freshest cut and then some.
Already.
Yep. Let's talk about just the whole prep today, how you feeling going in to another New York week with you, man.
I feel pretty good. Like, the track feels good. Obviously, I ran here last year. It was a pretty decent time. And so hopefully the weather permits, like holds up and the sun will come out tomorrow. I think it should be pretty good. Like this, I feel like this is the meet where you want to like try to put it all together, feel really good, and then try to like duplicate it in 2 weeks. So I'm excited about it. I felt good, so it should be good for me.
You raced a lot this spring. You feeling good about that and everything's going into place?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely I needed the reps. I needed the reps, and I feel like I needed to like be able to feel and like see the race from like different perspectives and angles, and you know, like I don't know, I'm learning a lot about just track and field and just being an elite sprinter. Like it's more than just getting out there and just running. Like the 100 is just such a technical race, and so I feel like I haven't put together my best race of the season yet. I feel like I'm still like putting the pieces together, but it's all there, and I feel like all the times indicating practice, how I'm feeling, like, you know, me having control over my body. It's more so just mental at this point, just putting it all together on race day. And I feel like if I do that, like, and I put together, you know, my best race, I'm capable of something pretty good. So
will you race between now and the U.S. champs?
Nah, so we'll leave here, go back, train, and take it out to Eugene. So
cool.
Yeah.
Was Kingston kind of motivating after, you know, the third place in LA, but then came back right back, got that win in Kingston? Was that a motivation?
I mean, yeah, you always want to win, but you know, in this game, like you competing against the world pretty much every weekend. So you know, you see different times, you see different races, and I just try to just focus on like making sure I'm progressing, you know. So I didn't even look at it as like trying to bounce back. It was more so like, okay, like I felt decent, like let me, you know what I'm saying, clean it up, try to feel better. And I feel like I did that. It still just wasn't my best, but I feel like having some time to train since then and coming into this race, it'll be a lot better for me. So
being a student of the game like you are, man, and how you growing, what was the biggest thing for the 100 for you that you not only learned but were able like to master?
Ooh, just staying patient, but you know, I feel like having like energy, the proper energy displacement throughout the race, but still like staying patient. Like you don't want to just like be focused too much on the back end and forget the front. You don't want to just be focused on just trying to blast, like, you know what I'm saying, the front out the blocks, and you know what I'm saying, get out of position. It's like, it's really an art to it, and I think for me it's just about like focusing on my strengths and just staying patient and smooth, and that's probably the biggest thing, and I feel it coming together nicely, so it's exciting.
You've spoken about being a student of the sport and, you know, really knowing your history well. Is there a sprinter in the past, 100, 200, or whoever may be, that you kind of look at as that's the person with that perfect form? That's the person who's executed, you know, a 100-meter race perfectly.
I'll say the person who I feel like I can probably emulate the most would probably be Maurice Green. Yep. You know, and I've gotten to know him over the years, so he's, you know, he's a friend of mine. You know, that's OG. I can call him up and talk to him about, you know, anything really, but when it comes to track, he's always giving me game. And so that's somebody, you know, obviously he had the 60 world record before me, and so our race patterns are kind of similar, and so we talk about a few things, and I feel like his form is, you know, he's one of the best. He's one of the best, so I would say him.
Do you keep tabs on like the current state of the 100 meters right now, right? With between you, Fred, Noah, et cetera, do you kind of keep tabs on it, or you kind of keep a, you know, focused mindset as you race week to week?
Oh, I mean, as a fan of the sport, like it's hard not to see everything that happens, not just the 100, but you know, any event. You know, I keep up with the sport and what's going on. But as a competitor, you know, I'm just focused on being my best and just trying to get in my bag. Like I feel like if I'm at my best, I feel like if I'm at my A game, I can put that up against anybody in the world. Like I don't care who it is, and so I'm really just focused on like just cleaning it up, making sure I'm at my best when it's time. And I feel like if I can do that, like anybody know that they'll have to come with it too.
And no question, not only with the start, but also want to ask you, man, if you were a commissioner of track, what would be one rule that you put into place of the sport if you were commissioner?
Ooh, I would have like I guess like an athlete union, you know, like in the NFL, you know, they have like the NFLPA. or like the NBA has the Players Association, that would be the rule I would put in place. Like, you know, have an association of experienced athletes who have, you know, come through and made a name for themselves in the sport, and actually have a committee to where, like, if rules need to be changed, they have the biggest say so, you know, and they are able to have a lot more pull and rank in the sport, and represent the athletes properly. So that would probably be what I would put in place.
Another question about the state of the 100. A lot of times coming out of the Olympics, everyone's kind of chasing the gold medalists. And you get the sense this year that there's just a lot more parity. Is that surprising to you that somebody hasn't kind of emerged as a clear-cut favorite?
Nah, man. I mean, I think just like as the sport is evolving and, you know, athletes are just getting better and better, like I feel like that makes it more exciting. That like it's anybody's game. Like and I'm grateful and happy to be a part of that crop of guys. Leading the charge, and, you know, like you said, like it's a lot of parity in it. Like you never know who's gonna win on that day. And like I was saying before, it's like I know if I come with my A game, like somebody had to do something pretty special to come out on top of me. And that's what makes it exciting. That's what makes it competitive. And it's definitely no shock. It's no surprise. It just kind of that's the nature of the sport.
Amazing. Thank you.